All right, everybody, all you rock stars following Move, Think, Smile, you functional, integrative, holistic health and wellness experts. It's Adam and Robin and Elia, the Move, Think, Smile leadership team coming at you live today. And we've got a really cool episode because we've been seeing a lot of people coming to us and complaining about how they're out there, they're doing a bunch of marketing and they're struggling. Right? They're kind of getting peanuts in here. And I think what's really fun is Elia just found this amazing parody. This amazing, it's probably the funniest thing I've ever seen when it comes to it's about health coaching, but this can be applied to anybody in the wellness arena. It doesn't matter if you're functional, it doesn't matter if you're integrative, it doesn't matter if you're, holistic, a wellness coach, mental health expert, fitness, whatever it is, right? You're out there, your goal is to help people really get healthy. And this parody is about what people think you do. And I think it's really important here because this really leads into the 5 mistakes that people are making with their marketing. Because if we're going to go through these, and we'll let LA kind of digest, flesh them out, because there's so many different ideas of what we do for this planet. Mm-hmm. Does that make sense, guys?
Yeah.
So LA, so kind of take us through. So it says health coach, what my friends think I do, not top left box.
Yeah, I love this one because it's like she's got her, her badge on and she's got her little pad here. So it's like food police,
right? The food police, right? And then what my mom thinks I do.
Yeah, which is, you are a superhero. You're awesome. You're on stage. Everyone loves you.
Right. That you're out there saving the planet. And then what society thinks I do.
Yeah, which is, out there just like everyone must eat only vegetables and you're out there, just really preaching to everyone and politicizing the whole thing.
You're annoying. Yeah, basically you're annoying. Eat more carrots, eat more greens. This is what society thinks that we do. Or it's really kind of funny. And what you think and what we personally think we do, we're saving the planet.
Saving, yep.
Robin, you ever get that feeling? Yeah, we are. We get that. And of course, when you actually land a client, and this is a good client that is high end and is compliant and does exactly what you say, they show up decisive, committed, and resourceful, then what do they think you do?
Absolute magic. You're going to pull it out right out of the hat.
Right. And it's funny that they think it's magic because this leads to what we really do. That very last one. So there's a dude sitting there eating a banana split and she's just about to backhand him. And I think it's funny, if we boil down what all of us health and wellness experts do, it comes down to a very simple 3-step strategy. And we all do this. And this is very simple. 1, we help people get rid of the poison, right? We get rid of the bad gas. We help fuel them with the good stuff, the high octane stuff. And then we help them optimize their performance with their body, physically, mentally, and emotionally. And that's what we do. But why is it, Robin, that you're seeing people out there just really struggling, in the realm of health and wellness?
I think in this cartoon says it all, is we're still challenged to communicate our true value. So that even our moms don't know what the heck we do. We can't even tell them and explain it, right?
Yeah. Well, I think a lot of people have a hard time even explaining to people what they do. So let's dive into this. Let's really kind of tear apart the 5 fatal mistakes we keep seeing health and wellness experts make with their marketing, and is why even these amazingly talented people who've been studying for years and get really good results with their clients are really making peanuts. So let's see if we can help you guys get out of that. Elia, mistake number 1. In fact, I'm going to start this one because this is something that I've seen time and time again. I see this a lot. So I went to the Institute of Integrative Nutrition. It doesn't matter if you went there or Dr. Sears or HCI, the Functional Institute, or any of the number of amazing places out there. They're all great. But most of them are telling people to get out there and start pimping out health coaching. And I can tell you right now, if you get one thing and one thing only from watching this training today, this episode, from being in this group, from following Move, Think, Smile, it is this. Nobody wants to buy health coaching. Nobody. But they will pay handsomely if you can help them overcome a major health or wellness challenge. Does that make sense? Robin, you at IIN, you've also got life coaching background and the wellness coaching background. What do you see out there, people, when it comes to like selling health coaching?
Well, I think, they talk about these very broad concepts of transformation, be your healthiest you, be vibrant. And I think that people don't walk around saying, oh man, I want to spend a lot of money to be vibrant today, or they don't go into the pharmacy and say like, I need a pill for living my best life. They're in there because my gut hurts. I can't stand straight. I can't pass a physical. That's what they want. But we're talking about something else to them.
And I think it's really interesting that you brought up gut health, because there's so many people that I talk to who are like, yeah, I want to help people with gut health. Well, I get it. But the problem with the marketing is gut health is not something that people physically feel a pain with.
No.
Right. So trying to get out, even though you might be helping people with gut health, and that might be your thing, which is totally cool. I get it. I'm all about it. But trying to market it that way is one of the biggest mistakes. You're basically trying to sell health coaching when people don't care about it. Do they want wellness? Do they want to feel good? Absolutely. But the way that we're communicating out there causes this confusion of these 6 blocks. Am I a food Nazi? Right? Am I the Tony Robbins of the health industry? Right? Or am I out there lobbying and I'm just becoming this like this activist that nobody wants to be around, right? Because it's all about plants, or do I think I'm just self-righteous because I'm saving the world? Or am I really performing magic? What is it we really do? And I think, selling health coaching is the number one mistake that people are making. And what you want to do is you've got to learn how to communicate what you really do and stop getting out there and selling the packages. Stop selling procedures, stop selling treatments, and really get out there and sell transformation. That's what you really got to do. And that leads us into, and I'm going to turn this one over to Robin, experting.
Yeah. And I think that there's a lot of different sides to this, but I think our clients and the people that need us the most don't really need to hear all of the scientific stuff from us or how smart we are or how many credentials we have. They want to know that we understand their problem better than anyone else, that we're in their head, that we understand and we can help them achieve that transformation, get rid of those painful symptoms. And I think making it about us is probably the one thing I see all the time for health coaches.
Yeah. So health and wellness experts at Elliot. Yeah. I want you to chime in on this because we made this mistake too, right?
Yeah. And I think, this is where a lot of people get exhausted and burnt out, because it's like, I need to convince you that I am great, that I am worthy, that I have all of this skill set. And so it turns into a me, I. And I, talk to a lot of health coaches that are just like, they feel really uncomfortable with that, but they feel like that's what they have to do. And so they're trying to, come to some sort of terms with that. And I think that that's really, really difficult. And so, that also, we really want to switch people's mindset into, it's not about convincing them that you are, the best thing since sliced bread to fix their problem. It's actually getting them to make the decision that they want to fix this problem. Right. Because a lot of times, again, people, and so when we expert, we're sending people down the wrong path.
And Ellie, would you agree with this? I think where does experting come from? And I think it comes from 2 sources. You kind of tell me if you agree with this. Number one, we keep hearing that you've got to build authority. You've got to build authority. You've got to build authority. And so there are people out there trying to write books. There are people trying to build all this, get all their credentials after their name, thinking they mean more stuff. So I see that. And then the other place I think I see it, and you tell me what you think, is the imposter syndrome, right? That I don't have enough in order to get people where they need to go. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, absolutely. And I think it's actually the 2 working in cahoots together that keep people really stuck. It's kind of like which comes first, and the 2 of them together, it's a tough combo to break yourself out of when your marketing is not working and you just feel like, okay, I have to just keep talking about my expertise. And it's just not about that.
Yeah. So mistake number 2 that we're seeing wellness experts make is like getting out there and just vomiting up their credentials. Look at how amazing I am. Look at all these places I went. Look at all these letters after me. Like I literally talked to a lady last night that I think if I added all of the combinations of letters together, we were at like 38. And like, I knew like the first one and the rest of them I'd never heard of before. And she's working in an insurance model where sometimes she might make $42 an hour if the insurance is nice enough to even pay her.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, and we can't forget that, we've all grown up, 99% of us have grown up in a public school system where it's all about the credentials. It's all about the grades. It's all about getting on the honors list. It's all about like these these papers and this proof, right? We always have to prove ourselves. And so we tend to take that out into the world when we're building a business. And again, it can really shoot us in the foot.
Yeah, and I spoke to, actually, it reminds me, I spoke to a woman last week who was talking about how she lives in a university town, and everything's about the degree that you have.
Yeah.
And so in her late 40s, she's going back to school to get more degrees because she thinks she needs to up her ante so she can fit into the crowd. Right? So guys, if you're out there and you're experting, this is going to lead into our third mistake, and Ellie, you kind of take on this one in a second here. And that is number 3, giving your stuff away for free. And this is something we hear time and time again. And I want to get out there and I want to tell everybody, the health and wellness industry is not like any industry out there. You do not need to give your stuff away for free. The more Band-Aids that you hand out, the more disservice you're doing to people, because what happens is they go home, they think they have a part of the solution, they try to implement it, and they don't get better. So giving your stuff away for free. Ellie, where have you seen this showing up?
Yeah, I mean, I was having a conversation with a health coach just yesterday where she was telling me, I'm just so tired of trying to convince people to try my free stuff. Right. So again, it's kind of, we've been programmed into this idea, and, it was with good intentions that, hey, put your stuff out there for free, get people to try it, let them warm up to you, see if they like it. That's going to give them an idea of what you're like. And then they'll say yes. But this becomes really exhausting, especially when, again, we're training people to become information like hounds, but they're not actually doing much with that information. And so we just have a surplus of information. And now we have too much choice about all this free stuff. And we just get in this like loop. It's really difficult to make those decisions about, what we want to do or who we want to have help us. And then again, so that's from the client perspective. And then from the health coach perspective, just feeling like, why is it so hard to get people to take my stuff for free? Like, you would think it's free, like everyone would want it. So then, again, it just kind of leaves you going, am I worthy? Like, what's wrong with me? That kind of stuff. Again, leading into this cycle of, okay, maybe I need more degrees, or maybe I need to expert more, or maybe I need to do this, or maybe I need a better website, or whatever it might be.
Yeah. Robin, have you seen this pop up before? Because I mean, I know I've heard it. You've been in the information marketing digital area for a long time, and I remember back in the day, I'm going to go, maybe back as far as like 2008, which is like super old for internet days, right?
Yep.
Watching some of those original digital marketing masters out there talk about their whole thing was give your best stuff away for free.
Yeah, and I think that one of the things that we have seen a lot of is this is one marketing strategy that may not work for everyone, and it may not work today because of the information overload.
Yep.
We're all talking about lead magnets and getting people's email addresses, and yes, again, these things all work, but not if you're not saying the right thing and communicating your true value. You could give away stuff for free every day and no one will ever read it.
Well, I think the difference here is when we go back to the health and wellness industry, it's like when somebody has a major health or wellness challenge, do they need to go through this long, complicated stuff of freeness? Right? So think about it. Anybody out there, if you've ever had a problem with your body, physically, mentally, or emotionally, and if you never have, you're rare, because I've never met anybody like that. So I can go down to my knee surgeries, or breaking my ribs, or I've got a nerve impingement, or any of the hernia, or the depression I had a long time ago, or any of the number of things. When someone is in pain, right? When someone is not feeling well, what's the number one thing they want to do more than anything?
Relieve it. Stop it.
Yep.
They want to feel better. Exactly, Robin, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
So when we're getting out there and we're like trying to sell out this like low ticket stuff, even if we're giving away free PDFs or we're trying to build authority, I get it where it's coming from, because there's a lot of people out there saying this is what we need to do. But in reality, it's hurting health and wellness experts. It's pushing the people who need your help further away by doing that. And instead, you just need to have a super simple strategy. You don't need to give anything away for free. You don't need to sit there and have all this stuff or what's another thing we see, Elliot? Free sessions. Remember when we tried that? Hey, well, we'll give you free sessions. Just come in and try it. We were convinced that if you just come in, you're going to love what we do, right?
Yeah.
How well did that work for us?
Yeah. Not that great. Not that great.
Not at all.
Yeah.
And then That's something we tried. And I think the fourth mistake that we're seeing health and wellness experts make, right? We're talking about with your marketing, why health and wellness experts that are talented are out there who are struggling to really make the business work, not only make it work well, but also make it work well without burning out. Right. And this is something we see. And number four, and this is because I get a lot of people coming into the group right now who are saying, I'm just getting started. This is great stuff, but first I got to get my website, or first I got to build my logo, make my logo, or first I'm going to go write a book and build some authority. And I get this. Again, this is going through all the stuff we think we need to do and what people are telling us. Like, I also hear things like, I got to SEO my site, search engine optimization. It's like, no. That is the absolutely worst thing you could do right now, because there are billions of websites. And for you, in order to get up into the top 5 for anything that you want to be in, it's either going to cost you a lot of money, and Google AdWords spends a lot of money, or it's going to cost you a lot of time because it's really difficult to get there. Right, Robin?
Yeah, it's years. I mean, you can't do this quickly. And I think that spending a lot of time building these things, I get it. I've been in branding and marketing for 20 years as well, and sold a lot of this stuff. But the thing is that it doesn't get you clients. And if you don't have a strategy for bringing people in to get to know you, then these things it's like throwing money away.
Yeah.
If you're starting there, and you'll also spend a lot of time that you don't need, that you could be out there actually helping people with your gifts.
And so if you think about it, a website is like a digital business card. Right? It's a big fat business card. There's the about me, there's the contact me, here's all the stuff, become the best you that you can be. And what ends up happening is, now don't get me wrong, a website can be powerful down the road, but if you're making the mistake of trying to sell health coaching, or you're out there experting, or making mistake number 3, giving your best stuff away for free, then the website is going to not going to do you any good. You're going to be wasting your time, and you're going to prolong the impact you're going to have and the effect on your bottom line if you really want to make 6 figures this year.
Yeah.
And, this is something we see all the time. You don't need a website. Nobody cares about your logo. You sure as hell don't need to write a book. How do I know? Because we wrote one. This thing that's as big as my head, right? How many clients did it land us, Elia?
Yeah, I mean, not as many as we would have liked.
0.
But
0.
Here is the thing that you said that I think is really important when it comes to things like a book, because I know there's a lot of health coaches out there that have written books or are pouring their hearts into books right now. And it's the same kind of thing with a website. You don't need a book first in order to get clients. And now what we're really doing is we're really leveraging the book on the back end of our business. And so again, these are the things people think they need first before they can get clients. And it's a very long way to do it. I mean, it took me almost 2 years to write that book. And in 2
years without any income, and 2 years without.
Yeah. So definitely, that's a long way to go about it. And so it's important that you're not falling into that mistake of you need all these things first.
Yeah. So if you're just joining us, we are talking today about the 5 fatal mistakes health experts make with their marketing. That's putting them to the point where they're, if they're making money, they're burning out, or usually they're making peanuts and they're not having really great results with the clients, because the people coming in aren't super, they're not doing the work. They're not doing what they need to do, and they're moving really, really slow, even though you've got some amazing talents. So mistake number 4, as we were kind of just regurgitating, is you think you need a website. You need a logo. You think you need a book. You don't need any of that. You need one thing: an offer. And a really powerful, super simple offer using the ambulance effect. And if you haven't seen the training that we did called the ambulance effect, if you come over to the group, Dr. Money for Health and Wellness Experts, our Move, Think, Smile group, go to the guide section and look for the training video called the ambulance effect. You'll know exactly what I'm talking about. That leads us into mistake number 5, which kind of culminates everything together. When we're out there and we're trying to sell health coaching, we're trying to experting, we're trying to give our stuff away for free, or we think we need websites, logos, and to write all this book stuff first, what ends up happening, Robin? What are we not doing?
We are doing everything but communicating our value to our potential clients. They're so confused at this point. They don't even know how to work with us, right?
Yeah. They don't care about your credentials. And I know a lot of people are like, this guy's crazy. I don't even know if I should be in this group. I'm going to leave it right now. But they don't. They don't. The only thing a person cares about who has a health or wellness challenge is what's in it for them.
Yeah.
Would you guys agree?
Yes.
Yeah. And I think, and I think there's a lot of conversation around what is your value, what is your worth. And I think, again, we are going at it backwards. And again, when we ask ourselves, what am I worth? We go into, well, I have all of these certificates, right? Oh, that's my expertise. Well, I want to charge more. Okay, so maybe I need a few more degrees or a few more certificates in order to be able to charge my value or my worth. And this is a really backwards way to do it. It's kind of like what we were talking about before with experting, when we focus on ourselves, we really get lost and disillusioned. We need to focus on what is this potential problem or what is this current problem costing our potential clients. And again, we get really confused when we start asking what's our true value and we try to figure it out and we end up just like circling around our tails.
Right. And
That
a
makes
lot of
sense.
people don't understand what their true value is.
Mhm.
Right. And
Yep.
and they use these words that don't resonate with people. And so
Right.
when we're communicating what it is we do, I'm going to bring up the N word, niche, which a lot of people so freak out about. Like, I'm trying to figure out I'm niching down. I'm getting my micro niche. I'm doing all this stuff. And there's so many people out there, teaching this stuff. In a lot of other industries, that is extremely important. But in the health and wellness industry, it's super simple. What do you help people do?
Mhm.
Reverse diabetes? What do you help people do? Conquer obesity? What do you help people do? Lower their blood pressure? What do you help people do? Lower their hormones naturally, or balance their hormones naturally? What are some other things out there, Robin, that we see people doing?
Help people get pregnant naturally, fertility, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
if that's
Yep.
what you do, that's what you do. That's your thing, right? Get out there, communicate your true value. And if you're having difficulty doing that and you're making these mistakes and you're like, you know what? I am dead serious about making this world a healthier place, but I'm having trouble marketing. I'm having trouble getting clients in. Then Robin, Ellie, and I invite you to come over to movethinksmile.com/apply. Now, what you could do is we're offering a free wellness business growth session with one of us. And you go over there, you fill out a short form. If you qualify, and it's going to tell you right there if you do, so it only takes a couple minutes to see if you even qualify for it, then you'll be taken to our calendar. Pick a spot on the calendar. We'll jump on a Zoom session and we'll take a deep dive into your business to see, if this is a good fit and see what kind of where you're doing and what are the possibilities. What could happen with your health and wellness business? It doesn't matter if you're into functional nutrition, functional medicine, integrative healing, integrative nutrition. It doesn't matter if you're in holistic wellness or whatever you're in. If you're dead serious about helping your clients win every step of the way with their health, and just along the way, you'd like to have a healthy bottom line, bring in maybe 6 figures this year in profit. That's what we call net. And seriously reduce your client load so you're not burning out in the process. So it's a true win-win, triple win. It's a win
Mhm.
for the clients, it's a win for the business, and it's a win for you. Come on over to movethinksmile.com/apply, and let's see what's possible for you guys.
Yeah.
Robin, Elliot, any other parting shots for today?
Well, I want to know if folks can comment, if any of this was helpful or what things they find that they're doing wrong that they might take another look at after seeing this, because I think it's part of what we're taught. It comes with our health coach education, and it comes from watching what other people are doing online, which again, we should have made that maybe number 6. Don't look at what everyone else is doing. Like, look at your own page.
No, exactly. Yeah. If you guys have any comments or questions or anything that you want to, kind of dive in deeper, yeah, go down below. Put the comments in there. We'll be on top of it. We can share this stuff as well. Elia, any other thoughts for today?
Yeah, no, I think, just looking at this great cartoon that I think it says Cheryl Heppard, she created, again, I think this just displays beautifully what we're talking about today when you're just trying to figure out how do you do your marketing when there are kind of like all these things at play and you're trying to figure out how to speak to all the people who think different things about what you do, and just really realizing that if you're in that space of confusion, you're not alone. Of course, we have all been there, all 3 of us. We know what that's like. So, definitely reach out, because you can spend a lot of time spinning your wheels, and we have done that. And we want to make this whole process for you being able to have healthy clients and a healthy bottom line. We want to be able to make that a faster ramp up period for you than it was for any of us.
Yeah. And this is really great, Ellie. I'm glad you brought that up because we want to take these 6 different blocks, the 6 different perceptions of health coaching, wellness. And it doesn't matter if you're in the medicine, the nutrition part, or whatever part you're in, right? I'm using health coach as a broad term here. But this is what are the 6 different perceptions. And this is why people are struggling with their marketing. They're struggling with the business, and they're not taking it to where it could be. And they could be having a lot more impact on this planet if they just refine the message down so there's just one block. One block. And it kind of goes like this. Let's say it's Elia. A client calls Elia up. She says, Elia, thank you so much for helping me overcome blank. That needs to be your one block. That's exactly what we do. And it's exactly how our clients like Kendra and Nicole, who I'm going to be interviewing later this week, just had a $14,000 day. They had a $9,000 client come in and a $5,000 client come in. 2 clients, 14 grand, one day. All by communicating their true value and not making the 5 marketing mistakes that we talked about today, which they did make. They made every darn one of them. And I think, Robin, what you're alluding to, probably 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 on top of that.
Indeed.
Yes. All right, everybody. So come on over to movethinksmile.com/apply. See if you qualify for a wellness business growth session, and let's chat soon. Take care, everybody.
Bye.